Hey guys, welcome back to the hollowest of nights.
Welcome back to the night that is indeed hollow.
Yeah.
I forget what I'm doing.
Hollow
Spoiler
heart,
alert,
hollow
it's a
soul.
new recording session. Oops.
Is there a dude to get, is there?
What do you mean, is there a dude to get...
Looks like when you bring up the map, it goes down, bottom left there.
Oh yeah, so that's one of the three guardians, right? So if you
Yeah.
remember last time, I spent a really long time... So, okay, that's I should probably say, this is what we're doing in this game.
Yeah.
Is there are the three quote-unquote dreamers. It's these three dudes. And they are basically, they're keeping a big lock on the big black egg, which is where the Hollow Knight is. And we're just trying to get to the Hollow Knight and do something to him, which you can probably guess through context clues, but you know. And what I needed to get was this little doodah, the Dream Nail. So I got the Dream Nail a bit too late because I went and I found one of the dreamers, but you need the Dream Nail to enter their dreamscape of dreamingness. But yeah, so I kind of forgot what I was doing. Like I got here, and I got some dream juice from a tree, if you remember. It's pretty. I don't know. It's pretty a magical moment. I don't know if you were checked out by then.
It's just called sap.
I presume that usually like it only takes about halfway through the first episode before you start just kind of
Talking about whatever.
yeah, and just like not paying attention anymore. Oh right. Yeah, so this is an area we've been before, and now that we've done some shit, it's all infected with bad juice. Oh, get away from me. Oh, and everything blows up. Fuck.
Yeah, get out your spray.
Yeah.
Get out your sanitizer.
Yeah, your hand sanitizer. Touching all these gross walls. I may be a bug, but I have some respect for my
Watch out, doesn't sneeze on you.
filth. We figured out that before, just before we started, with the last time we recorded on Australia Day, the last time. What date is that?
It's over a month ago. So it was the 26th of January.
Yeah, and today is like the
14th
of March.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be a little out of practice, so I apologize. But this is how we play video games, man. We record in massive sessions and then just...
I don't know about you, but when I jump straight back into the supercars after a 6-month hiatus, I usually just crank out a quick lap record.
You know, some people are like that actually, where they find that like weirdly, like after oh god, what have I done? I shouldn't be down here. That weirdly after like a time of break, you start off a little shit, but you kind of get into it like way quicker and then surpass yourself.
Yeah.
Some artists find it that way, and I'll admit I do find it that way. If I spend a long time not drawing and then I get back into it, like I'm weirdly like, this looks really nice. But I wonder if a part of that is actually just like you think that it'll be worse than it actually is, and so as a result you're pleasantly surprised.
That's the way I think about everything. I think everything is going to be worse than it is.
Sorry. Oh, dude, I just remembered. Stephanie told me that there was an episode where because we don't have audio, which is an extremely important thing to understand for this series. There was an NPC that was struggling in the deepness that we could have saved, and then I just walked away. I didn't hear or see them. I don't know if they're still there or if I should try to go back and find them. Problem is like they're deep in the deepness, and the deepness is not an easy place to access and go backwards and forwards. We're experimenting with something today. I say we as in him. Normally what we drink is Coca-Cola with a Pepsi in a Coca-Cola glass. That's not true. Mabini has decided that he's gone off the stuff. He's permanently forever...
I'm cleansing myself.
He's cleansing his body from the filth that is Coke.
Yeah.
So he's decided that instead he's going to go for tea, which is probably the exact opposite of Coke. So
Irish breakfast.
I've always considered... Is it Irish breakfast?
Yes, Irish breakfast.
Don't we have Irish breakfast? Or what do we have? English breakfast.
I just brought tea and milk and a cup as well.
We have English breakfast.
I just needed your hot water and sugar.
Yeah, that's true. Could have just used a bowl.
Yeah.
Put it on the stove. Put it in the microwave.
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible to boil water in a microwave? I suppose so.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be?
Our microwave's got a beverage mode.
Ooh.
So if you put it on beverage mode, and then set it to 5 minutes, it's probably boiled by the end of it. But beverage is just a preset, so it gives you a certain amount of time.
What
and a certain
beverages
power
are you boiling in a microwave?
Just reheating cups of tea.
Oh.
But it says it to 1 minute and 10 seconds or something.
Well, maybe you should learn to freaking eat your tea before it's not hot anymore. You think about that one? So yeah, the thing is, we normally drink Coke because it's a nice upper and makes us able to concentrate for the 6+ hours that we do it for. But he's like, no,
decent
I'm
sugar
gonna
supply.
have a little sleep. Man, I recorded Let's Plays by myself for freaking 10 years, so I know what I'm doing. I've been streaming a little bit to an audience of 0, which is basically the same as just doing a Let's Play.
Yeah, he calls 3 people 0.
Last stream I did, I got 0.
The whole time.
Pretty much. I don't know, I might have 1 or 2 every now and then, but there was no commenters, so, you know, there's no one to interact
Because
with.
you went back to Half-Life 2, didn't you? You played it again.
Yeah, boy. And I'm going to do it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Play Half-Life. I'm going to finish Half-Life 2, and then I'm going to play Half-Life 2 Episode 1, which we probably shouldn't talk about because it's just going to date this episode. Although this episode will come out on the day after I stream. So that's something. I think I've kind of started to change my stance on what season I prefer the most. I've always said summer, but I don't know. They all have their positives and negatives. It's kind of hard to say that summer's your favourite season when half your country almost burned down. So
Yeah. I like the winter because I got a lot of jumpers.
So it's like a fashion thing for you?
Yeah.
Winter, I mean, I don't like the cold, and I don't like the look, and I don't like the atmosphere, and I get seasonal
I actually
depression.
suffer in the cold anyway.
You do, you freaking die. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, it's the thing. Uh-oh.
I just shrivel up and turn blue.
You really do.
I just died.
What the fuck? Oh, no.
So, I went to the Adelaide 500 with our good friend Seb.
You're going to have to describe what the Adelaide 500 is.
The Adelaide 500 is a motor racing event.
It's also known as the Clipsal 500 for those of you who aren't
Well,
stupid.
for sponsorship purposes, it's known as the Superloop Adelaide 500. But most people know it's Clipsal because it sponsored the event for 20 years.
Yeah, literally like half of forever.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the 3 years that it wasn't sponsored by Clipsal. Yeah, so Seb and I went there.
Seb has, by the way, appeared on some episodes of this show of ours.
Yep.
That we call sameindustries.com.au.gov. He was in the Left 4 Dead series. He was in a few series with me when you were not doing things. Rainbow Six.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of motor racing. I didn't think anyone...
No, wait, are you?
Maybe.
Really?
I think I am.
Oh.
And
I never struck you as someone who was interested in motor racing.
in vehicles that go fast.
There's only been like 5 episodes of this series where you've talked about it.
Yeah. I thought I was the only one of people that we know that is interested in that sort of thing. I asked our friend Reflex because I thought, oh, maybe he might be interested, and he said that it's not really his kind of thing, but he suggested Seb, and so.
And you were like, what?
I was like, why would I ask Seb? He's just like into video games and stuff. The video games that he's interested in is like sim races. And it's only a thing that's happened in the last couple of years, and he's really started to get into it now. And so I contacted him and said, hey, do you want to come to the Adelaide 500 with me? And he said, my dude, I have a 4-day ticket.
Nice.
And so,
4 days?
Yeah, so we went for the 4 days.
Why is it 4 days? How are you gonna do 4 days? It's only 2 days in the weekend, you fools.
Yeah, so I just happened to be unemployed for those couple of days.
You were not unemployed for those couple of days. And neither was he. What the fuck?
Well, he was taking time off.
Jesus
And
Christ.
I decided to quit my course that I was doing.
Would you say that 4 days for something like that is like worth it compared to like just 2 days at Avcon, which is already like kind of a struggle?
I mean, the Saturday we did into Desert 16 was a struggle.
Yeah.
We like went there for good game, and I was like, is there anything interesting going on? No, not really.
Yeah, so for those you know, Avcon is essentially the convention that we have here in
Yep.
Adelaide, the video game and anime.
Yeah.
Is that what it, wait?
Yeah.
Anime, video game,
Convention.
yeah, just say VCon. It's all we got. We don't know. Well, I mean, actually, we do have Comic Con here, don't we? Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking.
There's
The
a
point
few,
is that whenever we've gone, we always you spend like half a day doing stuff, and then you're like, well, still got a day and a half left.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of just like, it's not a lot of stuff that really interests us.
In 2015, I was at uni, and I just didn't really... I hadn't made plans to go to Avcon, and didn't have any kind of cosplay that I wanted to do. but I felt like I sort of missed out. So then in 2016, I said to you, "Oh, do you want to go to Epcot?" And Aaron was going as well.
He always goes though.
Yeah.
Because he goes with his girlfriend, and they always do like a coordinated cosplay stuff and things. If like he goes for like usually no other reason than just that.
Yeah, this 2016, we went on the Saturday, and I just was not feeling it anymore. I wasn't feeling video games and anime.
Yeah.
I was never a big anime fan, but I thought I was a big video games fan. And then I go there and I'm like, I just
it's
don't
weird
because
there's just little things that just don't interest us, right? So it's like, what do they show? They show like anime screenings. So it's like, in terms of video games, there's a lot of like esports stuff, or not really. Like, well, yeah, like competitions and things. It's like, it doesn't really interest us either. Because like the games that are competitive that we play, we don't play anymore and stuff.
Yeah, I think we went into like did they do a TF2 LAN one that year?
They did.
Yeah.
And then I watched them a little bit.
Was that the year that we took a selfie for Frank?
Maybe. Oh yeah, I think it was.
Was that the year? Yeah, it was. It was that year. Yeah, because that night we had Ben over and played Overwatch drunk.
Oh yeah, and isn't that a series on itself?
Yeah, it is.
Holy shit!
Overwatch drunk.
Oh my god, it all connects.
Yeah. No, because it was just us that were there.
Mm.
I think he tried to do like a video call because he wanted to see Frank Bold, because I think he was at the time.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. My hair's usually short, but one time the person cutting my hair decided not to use the clippers, and so it was just a little bit extra short. A little bit like Velcro-y. That's what it was. Actually, I was wearing this particular jumper that I've got on now. Got a green jacket on, and
that's pretty cool, dude. That's a really good detail to include on this show. That is it's pretty much audio only. Yeah, this particular green jacket that I'm wearing right now. Just letting you know.
Well, I made sure to describe it as both a green and a jacket.
You know how he is with his fashion, winter fashion. He's all about it. Basically, asking is like, is there really like enough for 4 days worth of stuff?
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, at the Adelaide 500, there certainly was all sorts of, because every category has practice, and they have to qualify to see how far up the starting grid that they can get. So they set the fastest lap times, so it's good to watch them really trying to push and be the first one on the grid to have a good starting position. And then you get the races as well, and that's all good. And at the same time, they've got all these displays of old racing cars and old cars in general, lots of different things to look at. And then they've got one place that we hung out a fair bit was the we just called it Coopers, where it's just some Coopers is an Australian brewery. They had a big area set up, so they had sort of pub rock music going on, and so it was also a good spot to watch some of the cars going around as well. And then there was also bands to see at the end of the day. So they had concerts on Friday and Saturday and Sunday.
And all this stuff like interests you, and you're like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, let's go see that, and let's go do that.
Yeah, and I think when it comes to a lot of things, I'm just thinking, yeah, why not? Why don't I just have a go at that and see if I like it? And so I did. And on Saturday there was a band called Shepherd. They did a song called Geronimo, where they go, "Hey, Geronimo." Hey, Geronimo.
Oh, that song, yeah.
That song.
I know that song.
And so
see it in like real ads, and then they like play it too much, and then it gets a little obnoxious, so you never want to hear it again.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's the song.
That's the one. And so I that night I really enjoyed that concert, and I bought an album and I bought a T-shirt.
Oh.
And their on-stage presence, they've got such a positive vibe, and I really like positive vibes. Yeah, so we just had a really great time.
Sounds like a lovely date.
Yeah, I hadn't seen Seb in a long time either.
Huh.
Well, maybe not a long
Catch
time.
up, shoot the shit, as it were.
I can't remember the last time that I'd seen him. And so, yeah, I saw him. And also on Friday, we saw our friend Brad.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh, yes. Okay,
Yeah.
I was hoping I'd get this. I just got a new ability.
Nice. Is it
Watch
super
this
fast
shit.
mode?
Yes.
Nice.
Is that not the coolest thing?
It's pretty cool.
That's all you gotta say?
Pretty powerful.
Yes. It's pretty good.
Good job.
Look, I just do that and boom.
Does it? Can you kill things with it? Oh.
I don't remember. It's more of a traverse thing, travel thing more than anything.
Okay.
It's a way to go horizontal very fast.
Yeah. So we also saw our friend Brad on the Friday.
He was there.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't at the Adelaide 500. Seb had just he was talking about catching up with Brad and going out for drinks.
Oh yeah.
Turned out to be a bit of a dud time, so it wasn't a great night at the end of that.
Oh.
And the bands that I knew and liked that were on that weekend were on the Friday, so I missed out on both of them.
Fuck, dude.
But I hadn't seen Brad in 5 years, so I just wanted to see him again and see what's going on. See if he's still interesting.
Is he still interesting?
No.